Hola amigos, bienvenidos a el canal de Español con la señora Pérez. Today we're going to be looking at el pasado continuo. Let's go ahead and figure out what this exactly means. So we know that el pasado continuo is used to describe actions that were ongoing in the past or actions happening simultaneously in the past. It is formed by using the past tense of the verb estar, which means to be, and the present participle. But keep an eye out because you have to use estar in the imperfect tense. So estar in the imperfect tense and the combination of the present participle, we're definitely going to get our el pasado continuo. And here is the quick formula to help you get this right. We want to add a subject. Then we're going to have estar in that imperfect tense. And then, of course, our verb, which is our stem, with our ing or our present participle ending. And the example reads, Yo estaba bailando. Yo estaba bailando. This shows that you were doing something. Now, if you want to tell someone that you were not doing something, which is that negative sentence, you just simply add the no in front of the estar. So you still have your subject, insert the no in front of estar, then we have our estar in imperfect tense, then we add our stem and our ing or our present participle, and there you have it. The example reads, Yo no estaba bailando. Yo no estaba bailando. Pretty simple. But let's go ahead and review estar in all the tenses that we've seen so far. So we have el presente or the present tense, which reads yo estoy, tú estás, él está, ella está, or usted está. In the plural, we have nosotros and nosotras estamos, vosotros, vosotras estáis, and lastly, ellos, ellas, or ustedes están. Now, in the past tense or el pasado, that preterite tense, remember there's a difference between pasado or preterite and imperfect. They're both talking about past tense events, but they're different. And if you forgot all about that, don't worry. I have a video explaining the difference between the two. So let's go ahead and review really quick pasado or that preterite tense. Yo estuve, tú estuviste, él, ella, usted estuvo, nosotros, nosotras estuvimos, vosotros, vosotras estuvéis, estuvisteis, and lastly, ellos, ellas, ustedes estuvieron. So you can see that blue asterisk. This is the one that we really want to focus on for the past continuous or el pasado continuo. Here we go. Yo estaba, tú estabas, él, ella or usted estaba, nosotros, nosotras estábamos, vosotros, vosotras estabais, ellos, ellas or ustedes estaban. Man, that was almost like a tongue twister to say. But remember, we always want to use the imperfecto of the verb estar. So you may be asking yourself, what are those present participle endings or those gerundio endings? Here we are. So when you're doing something, right, in English, you can say, I run. Fine, you run at any given time. But when you say I am running, that is present progressive. You're showing the action happening right then and then at the moment. And that's what we call gerundio. So for any AR verb, we're going to drop our ending, which means we're going to drop our AR. And then we're going to add that present participle ending, that gerundio ending, which for AR verbs is ANDO, ando. So as you can see in the example, we have the verb cantar. We keep our stem, which is cant. We get rid of the AR. And then we add our ending, so we're left with cantando, singing. Now, for the other two forms of the verbs, which are the ER verbs and the IR verbs, we still drop that ending. So we still drop that ER or IR. And we're going to add yendo, IENDO. The example reads, comer is our infinitive. We keep our stem, which is com, getting rid of the ER, and then we add yendo, comiendo, eating. For IR, we have vivir. We keep our stem, viv, drop the IR, and then we add IENDO, which we have viviendo, living. So now let's discuss the different usages for el pasado continuo. You want to use it for acciones en progreso en un momento específico, so actions in progress or that are happening in a specific moment in the past. Dos acciones simultáneas, two simultaneous actions in the past. And that means two things happening at the same time. They're simultaneously happening. And the last, acción interrumpida por otra acción en el pasado. So when you have one action and that is interrupted by another action in the past, that's when you want to use el pasado continuo. And one quick example here is, yo estaba leyendo cuando él llegó. I was reading when he arrived. Yo estaba leyendo cuando él llegó. So, what are the differences with el imperfecto? El imperfecto is an habitual action or descriptive action. Now, the pasado continuo are actions that are in progress or developing. Okay, keep those in mind. And here are some quick examples. We have the imperfecto. Yo leía todos los días. I would read every single day. For pasado continuo, we have yo estaba leyendo cuando, so I was reading when like all of a sudden something happened. And this is great to demonstrate that interrupting action. And you can fill in the blank with whatever you want. So I know that this was a lot of information, but I have created some example like practice for you to work on. So you want to complete the following sentences using el pasado continuo. I have bolded and put into parentheses your verb. Okay, so you might want to pause the video now, jot down your answers, and then click play. And we'll go over the answers. I'm sure you're going to do great. Alrighty, friends, let's look at the answers. Mientras él estaba corriendo, ella estaba leyendo. That's a simultaneous action happening in the past. While he was running, she was reading. Simultaneous. Fabián estaba comiendo sushi. Fabian was eating sushi. Last one says, Ana y Cecilia estaban caminando en el parque en Nueva York. So Ana and Cecilia were walking in the park in New York. So how did you do? Bueno, amigos, we have reached the end of this video. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel and of course like this video, so that way you don't miss whenever I post any videos, or if you need to come back to it, you're going to have it super handy in your, I guess, memory box or whatever. Either way, don't forget to also follow me on TikTok at The Real Señora Perez. I do some Spanish videos on there. We do word of the day. And of course, you can always send me requests in the comment boxes down below, or in the comment box down below. And I'll be more than happy to answer those questions or make videos to help you out. As always, gracias. Hasta la próxima.